Is there really such thing as an aggressive breed of dog, or just a dog that hasn't been trained? Anthony Carboni here for D-News, and I got a Pomeranian little guy. He rules. I brought him on the show before, and when people meet him, they love him, but they also add, oh, he must yap a lot, or he bites pretty often, doesn't he? Because that's sort of how people think of Pomeranians. And while different breeds of dog do have their own unique quirks, you can't really say a pit bull is more likely to attack you than a poodle. New research says that a dog's breed is just one minor indicator of how aggressive it's going to be. Aggression is very complex. It depends on things like training, the treatment of the dog by its owner, its environment, its situation. The study by the University of Bristol's School of Veterinary Sciences found that about 7% of owners said their dogs bark, growl, or bite strangers in their home. 5% said aggressive behavior happened towards strangers on walks, and 3% said that their dogs were actually aggressive towards family members. And that makes sense. Dogs are territorial, they're pack animals, so you figured they'd be more aggressive when protecting their home or their family. But what's interesting is that the dogs that showed aggression in one of those situations tended not to show aggression in any other. You'd think that a dog that would attack a member of its own family would also attack a stranger in public, but that wasn't true. So the aggression was more about putting the dog into a specific situation. Here's some other stuff they found. Dogs that went to puppy training classes were 1.5 times less likely to be aggressive to strangers. They were more socialized at an early age. Dogs with owners under 25 were twice as likely to be aggressive as dogs with owners over 40. So older, more mature owners make for more well-behaved animals. Dogs who were trained using punishments and yelling were twice as likely to be aggressive to strangers and 3 times as likely to be aggressive to their owners. So tough love, not a good move, dog-wise. Dogs that were adopted from shelters and rescues tended to be more aggressive than dogs from a breeder. Now, all this shows that anger and aggressiveness in dogs has roots like it has in people. It comes from fear and anxiety. A dog handled appropriately is going to be a well-behaved dog, regardless of breed. And finally, this one's really interesting. There is no difference in aggressive behavior between neutered and non-neutered male dogs. Now that's interesting because so many states in the US and parts of the world have breed-specific legislation, basically laws requiring that specific kind of dogs like pit bulls be banned entirely or sterilized so they won't attack. Those laws are mostly built around misconceptions about breeds and around owners that train large dogs to be aggressive or angry because they think it'll somehow make the dog stronger or more protective of them and their property. I have a lot of friends with pit bulls and rescue dogs, and they are the sweetest dogs in the world, and it all comes down to how you treat them when they're a puppy. And if you want to know more about that, Animalist News has an aggressive dog trainer who's going to come in and show them tricks to take care of an aggressive dog, so check that out.